If you were born before 1961, your bank may be quietly draining over $1,200 a year from your account in fees. You have a legal right to stop. And almost nobody is talking about it. I'm Masha. I spent more than 2 decades as a senior policy analyst working with retirees on banking, Social Security, and consumer protection rules. And in all those years, I can tell you this: bank fees are one of the most silent wealth killers in retirement, because your bank is never required to tell you which ones you can legally fight, waive, or eliminate completely. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 7 specific bank fees seniors should stop paying, the exact federal protections you already have, and the 3 steps you need to take this week to put that money back in your pocket. One of these steps takes less than 10 minutes, but skipping it could cost you over $12,000 across your retirement. And number 7 on this list is the one most retirees get wrong, even seniors who have been banking at the same place for 40 years. So please, stay with me until the end. If this helps you or someone you love, hit subscribe. It's a free way to support the channel and helps me keep making these videos for you here at TaxWise Seniors. All right, let's start with what's really happening at your bank and why your direct deposit matters more than you think. Let me tell you about Eleanor. Eleanor is 72 years old. She lives alone in a small ranch home in North Carolina. Her husband Frank passed away 4 years ago, and since then, she's been living on his pension and her Social Security check. Every month, like clockwork, that check is direct deposited into the same checking account she's had for 38 years. One Saturday morning, Eleanor sat down with her bank statement and a cup of tea. She didn't usually look closely at it. She trusted her bank. But that morning, something caught her eye: a $12 monthly maintenance fee, a $35 overdraft fee from a transaction she didn't even remember, a $3 charge for a paper statement, a $4.77 ATM fee from when she pulled out cash at a gas station. She grabbed a pen and started adding it all up, across 12 months. The number stopped her cold: $1,263. That was more than her entire grocery budget for 2 months. Gone, quietly, year after year, without anyone telling her she didn't have to pay most of it. Eleanor's story is not unusual. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and AARP, American households paid over $12 billion in overdraft and non-sufficient funds fees in 2024 alone. And a huge portion of that came from retirees on fixed incomes, the very people who can least afford it. Now, before I go further, I want to be completely honest with you, because there is a lot of bad information floating around the internet about this topic. You may have seen videos or social media posts claiming there's a federal law that makes you legally exempt from all bank fees once you turn 65. That is not exactly true. There is no single statute that says, if you are 65 or older, banks cannot charge you fees. I want you to hear that from me calmly and clearly, so you don't walk into your bank making a claim that isn't accurate. But, and this is the part the bank doesn't want you to know, there are 7 specific fees you have a federal right, a regulatory right, or a bank policy right to eliminate. Most seniors have never been told about these rights. And once you know them, you can walk into your bank or pick up the phone and stop the bleeding this week. Let's go through all 7. Fee number 1, the monthly maintenance fee. This is the silent killer: $10, $15, sometimes $25 a month, just for keeping your account open. Over a year, that alone is between $120 and $300. Here's what your bank won't volunteer. Almost every major bank in America offers a senior checking account, often available at age 55, 60, 62, or 65 depending on the institution, that waives this fee entirely. U.S. Bank, for example, waives the monthly maintenance fee on its premium senior checking account for customers 65 and older, regardless of balance, according to AARP's reporting. But here's the catch: you have to ask for it. Banks do not automatically convert you to a senior account when you turn 65. They wait, they hope you never notice. Fee number 2, overdraft fees. The average overdraft fee in America is around $35 per transaction. The CFPB found that consumers who overdraft just 10 times a year end up paying nearly $350 annually, often more. Here is what you must know. Under Federal Regulation E, that's 12 CFR Section 1005.17, your bank is legally prohibited from charging you overdraft fees on ATM withdrawals or one-time debit card purchases unless you affirmatively opted in. And here's the critical part. You have the unconditional right to revoke that opt-in at any time, in writing, or even by phone. Many seniors opted in years ago and forgot. One 5-minute phone call to your bank can shut this fee off forever. Fee number 3, non-sufficient funds fees, also called NSF fees. These are charged when a check or automatic payment bounces. The CFPB has been pressuring banks for years to eliminate these, and the good news is that all banks with more than $75 billion in assets, and most banks with more than $25 billion in assets, have already eliminated NSF fees entirely. That includes Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Capital One, Citibank, and dozens of others. If your bank is still charging you NSF fees, that alone is a signal you may be at a bank that isn't keeping up. You can call them and ask if they've eliminated NSF fees. If they haven't, you have leverage to negotiate, or a reason to switch. Fee number 4, out-of-network ATM fees. The average out-of-network ATM fee in 2024 was $4.77, according to Bankrate and AARP. If you pull cash twice a month at a non-network ATM, that is over $114 a year. For nothing. Here's your protection. Under 12 CFR Section 1005.16, every ATM operator that charges a fee must display that fee on the screen and get your affirmative consent before completing the transaction. You have the legal right to cancel without charge if you don't like the fee. The simple fix: use your bank's network ATMs. Or, and this is what I tell my own family, use the cashback option at the grocery store checkout. It's free, it's safer than standing at an ATM, and it eliminates the fee entirely. Fee number 5, paper statement fees. This one made me genuinely angry when I first investigated it. CFPB supervisory exams discovered that some banks were charging customers fees for paper statements that were never actually printed or mailed. The CFPB returned over $140 million to consumers because of illegal junk fees like this one. If you've been paying $2 or $3 a month for paper statements, you have 2 options. Switch to free electronic statements. Or, if you prefer paper, call your bank and ask them to waive the fee as a senior accommodation. Many banks will do it on the spot just to keep your account. Fee number 6, garnishment fees on Social Security direct deposits. This is where federal law gives you real ironclad protection. And this is the one most seniors have never heard of. Under Title 31 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Part 212, the Treasury Department's Garnishment Rule, when your Social Security, SSI, VA, or federal retirement benefits are direct deposited into your bank account, the bank is legally required to protect 2 months of those benefits from garnishment by any creditor. Even better, the bank cannot charge any garnishment fee against that protected amount. None. 0. But here is the trap. This protection only applies if your benefits are direct deposited. If you receive a paper Social Security check and deposit it manually, your entire account balance can be frozen if a creditor wins a judgment against you, and you'll have to go to court to prove the money came from protected sources. I cannot stress this enough. If you are still receiving Social Security by paper check, please go to ssa.gov/deposit this week and switch to direct deposit. It is the single most important banking protection a senior can have. Fee number 7, the dormant account or inactivity fee. This is the one most retirees get wrong, and it's hit countless widows and widowers especially hard. When you stop using an account, maybe a savings account from years ago, or a checking account you opened for a one-time purpose, many banks start charging a dormancy fee or inactivity fee, sometimes $5 to $20 a month, until the account is drained completely. Here's what you need to know. One small transaction per year, even a $1 transfer in or out, is usually enough to keep the account active and stop the fee. And under your state's escapement law, if the account truly goes dormant, the bank must eventually turn the money over to the state, where you or your heirs can reclaim it. But you have to know to look. Add Eleanor's story up again. The monthly maintenance, the overdraft, the paper statement fee, the ATM withdrawals, the dormancy fee on her old savings account she forgot about, $1,200 a year, $12,000 across 10 years of retirement. That's a vacation, that's medical bills, that's a year of groceries, and almost none of it was necessary. Now let me give you the 3 exact steps you need to take this week. Step 1. Set up or confirm Social Security direct deposit. Go to ssa.gov/deposit or call the Social Security Administration directly. If you're still receiving paper checks, switch to direct deposit. This single step activates your federal protection under 31 CFR Part 212, protecting 2 months of benefits from any garnishment and preventing the bank from charging garnishment fees against that money. This takes less than 10 minutes. Please do not skip it. Step 2. Call your bank and ask 3 questions. Number 1. Do you offer a senior checking account and am I eligible for it? Number 2. Can you revoke my overdraft opt-in on ATM withdrawals and one-time debit card purchases under Regulation E? Number 3. Can you waive my paper statement fee and monthly maintenance fee as a senior accommodation? Write down the name of the representative you spoke with, the date, and what they agreed to. If they refuse, ask to speak with a supervisor. If the supervisor refuses, you have your next step ready. Step 3. File a free complaint with the CFPB if you are charged an illegal fee. Go to consumerfinance.gov/complaint or call 855-411-2372. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is a free federal resource. When you file a complaint, the bank is required to respond within 15 days. CFPB data shows that complaints often result in refunds, fee reversals, and policy changes. It costs you nothing, and it takes about 10 minutes online. Also, keep copies of every statement, every fee charge, and every conversation log. If your case escalates, that documentation is gold. Now, before I go, I promised you the hidden mistake. The one most seniors get wrong even after watching videos like this. Here it is. Many seniors believe that because they've been a loyal customer for 30 or 40 years, their bank will protect them. They think the relationship goes both ways. They trust the teller who smiles at them. They trust the branch manager who remembers their grandkids' names. But banks are businesses. Their fee structures are set at the corporate level. The branch staff is not allowed to waive fees unless you specifically ask. The single biggest mistake I see is loyalty without verification. You can love your bank and still demand your rights. You can be polite and still firm. You can stay with the same institution for decades and still call once a year to ask, what fees am I paying and which ones can be waived? That one phone call, made once a year, can save you over $1,000 annually for the rest of your life. Please, hear me on this final point. Do not rely only on YouTube notifications, social media posts, or what a stranger told you at the grocery store for information this important. Rules change, banks update their policies, the CFPB issues new guidance, court rulings overturn old rules. The information in this video is accurate as of the date it was made, but you must verify with the official sources. Go to consumerfinance.gov for federal banking rules. Go to ssa.gov for your Social Security questions. Use AARP.org for free senior consumer guides. These are the authoritative sources. They are free. They are written for you. If this video helped you, please share it with another senior, a neighbor, a friend at church, a family member who lives alone. One conversation today could save them over $1,000 this year. And if you want more videos like this one, subscribe to TaxWise Seniors and turn on the bell so you never miss an important update. I'm Masha. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your money. Take care of your family. And remember, the rules are written quietly, but the savings are loud when you know what to ask for. Until next time, stay wise, stay protected, and stay one step ahead.